You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you, but please, just listen till the end. I wasn't even planning to say this tonight. I thought I'd keep it to myself, but it's been sitting on my chest since it happened, and I can't hold it in anymore. I just came back from a conversation with someone who sees things, someone who reads energies, a psychic. I didn't go there looking for answers, not really. But somehow, the conversation turned into something I can't stop thinking about. Something about you. I swear I didn't even mention your name. I didn't describe you. I didn't say a single word that could give anything away. But she looked at me, straight into my eyes, and said, "There's someone who's been on your heart. She's the reason your energy feels different. You've already met her. You just don't realize how deep this connection runs yet." I froze, my throat went dry, because she was right. She was talking about you. Then she said something that made my heart stop. She said, "She's been thinking of you too, but she doesn't know why you suddenly cross her mind at the strangest times, when she's alone, when the night gets quiet, when she feels something she can't explain." When she said that, I swear I couldn't breathe for a moment, because I've been feeling it too. Those random moments when your name just appears in my mind, for no reason. The times when I feel this sudden warmth, like your energy is reaching out to me from somewhere. It's real, isn't it? You felt it too, haven't you? She kept going, like she was reading every thought I've ever had about you. She said she has no idea how much power she holds over your heart. She thinks you've forgotten her. But your souls are still talking, quietly, constantly, even when you're both trying to move on. I didn't know what to say. I just sat there, feeling everything at once. Because it's true. No matter how much I try to distract myself, no matter how much I pretend to be fine, you're still there. Somewhere between every heartbeat. And then she said something that hit me harder than anything else. The reason you can sit let go is because this isn't sit just attraction. It sits recognition. Your soul recognized hers before your mind ever did. That sits why it feels different. That sits why you can sit explain it. I swear, my hands were shaking because I've always wondered why I feel this strange pull toward you. Why no matter what I do, I keep circling back to you. It's like something invisible connects us, something that doesn't care about distance, time, or reason. Every time I think I found peace, something small happens. A song plays, a random dream, a sentence someone says, and suddenly you're there again, filling my thoughts like you never left. The psychic told me, there's something about the way she carries her heart. It's been hurt, but it still believes in love. And that's what draws you to her. You don't just love her for who she is now. You love her for who she's fought to become. And that broke me a little, because she was right again. You have no idea how much I admire your strength. You've been through things that could have hardened you, but instead you became softer. You still believe in good people. You still love with everything inside you, even when it hurts. That's rare. That's beautiful. That's you. But then she said something that scared me. Something that's been echoing in my mind ever since. She said there's a storm coming. Something emotional. Something that will test what you two feel for each other. She'll need strength soon. Not from the world, but from you. Because someone around her is about to show their true face. When she said that, I felt this rush of panic. Because I've had this strange feeling lately. Like you're about to face something heavy, something that could break your trust in people again. I don't know what it is, but I feel it deep down. And if that moment comes, please remember what I'm saying right now. Don't let it harden you. Don't let it make you forget who you are. Your light, your warmth, because someone around her is about to show their true face. When she said that, I felt this rush of panic. because I've had this strange feeling lately, like you're about to face something heavy, something that could break your trust in people again. I don't know what it is, but I feel it deep down. And if that moment comes, please remember what I'm saying right now. Don't let it harden you. Don't let it make you forget who you are. Your light, your warmth, your love in its purest form. She told me, if you really care for her, protect her peace, even from afar. Don't let her drown in her thoughts. Remind her that she's not alone. And that's exactly why I'm saying this now. Because I need you to know, no matter what happens, I'm here. Maybe not beside you physically, but in every way that matters, I'm here. I'm the quiet thought that tells you not to give up. I'm the energy you feel when your heart starts to ache, but you don't know why. You know what's strange? The more she talked, the more I realized how real this connection is. She said, when two energies are meant to find each other, the universe doesn't rush it. It just keeps creating small moments to remind them they're still linked. Maybe that's what all those coincidences are. The songs that feel too familiar, the dreams that feel too real, the sudden urge to check your phone, thinking maybe there's a message waiting. Maybe those aren't coincidences at all. Maybe they're reminders. And when I asked her what happens next, she smiled, the kind of smile that hides a secret, and said, that depends on you. You're the one holding the silence. You're the one afraid of how much she means to you. But once you speak, everything changes. Her words have been haunting me ever since, because she's right. I am scared. I'm scared of what might happen if I tell you everything. I'm scared of how deep this could go. But more than that, I'm scared of what might happen if I don't. Because losing you, even in silence, would hurt more than anything. There's something about this moment, right now, that feels different. Like maybe you were meant to hear this. Like maybe the universe wanted you to know that you've been seen, truly seen. Not just for your beauty, but for your heart, your patience, your quiet strength. I wish you could have been there, sitting beside me, hearing the way she spoke about you, like she'd met you before, like she knew your soul, because if you heard what I heard, you'd finally understand how special you are. You'd finally stop doubting your worth. You'd stop wondering if anyone truly understands you, because I do. I see you, every hidden piece of you that the world overlooks. And now I can't stop thinking about her last words before I left. She looked at me and said, tell her this, the love she's been praying for is closer than she thinks. But she needs to stay open. She needs to trust what she feels, not what she fears. So that's what I'm doing right now, telling you exactly what she told me, because I believe it with everything in me. Something's coming, something that will shift everything, maybe a sign, maybe a moment, maybe a truth that changes how we both see this connection. But whatever it is, I know one thing. You're ready for it. Just promise me one thing. When it happens, when life starts to move in unexpected ways, when emotions start to rise again, stay open. Because sometimes the most unbelievable things turn out to be the most real. And if somehow, through all of this, your heart whispers my name again, know that I'm already listening. I haven't stopped thinking about what that psychic said, and I know you haven't either. You're still wondering what they saw, what they meant when they said your life is about to change forever. You keep replaying those words in your mind, like a song stuck on repeat. And I don't blame you, because ever since that moment, nothing has felt normal. Everything feels like it's leading to something you can't quite see yet. But you can feel it deep inside. You can sense it, can't you? That quiet tension in the air, that pull that keeps drawing you towards something, or maybe towards someone. When the psychic spoke about you, their voice changed. It wasn't like before. It softened, almost trembling. They said, There's someone who's been connected to her soul long before she was born. I froze when I heard that. My heart stopped, because I knew, right then they were talking about you. I tried to stay calm, but inside it felt like a wave had just crashed through me. I wanted to ask more. I wanted to understand. But before I could say anything, they whispered, "Tell her he already feels her in his heart." That moment hasn't left me since. I keep thinking about how it all connects. The timing, the signs, the way you appeared in my life, exactly when I needed someone real. You think it's all a coincidence, don't you? But tell me honestly, hasn't something inside you been whispering that this connection isn't ordinary? Haven't there been moments when you felt my presence, even when I wasn't around? When a random song suddenly made you emotional, or when a message appeared just when you were about to give up? Those things don't just happen, they're not random. The psychic told me you've been through storms that tried to break you, but somehow you still kept your heart open. They said that's what makes you rare. Your strength doesn't come from pretending you're fine. It comes from the way you still believe in love after everything. And maybe that's why I felt so drawn to you from the very beginning. Because even in silence, your soul speaks in ways words never could. They said something else too. Something that left me speechless. There's a decision she's about to make, they said. And that decision will change everything for both of you. I didn't know what they meant. But ever since that moment, I can't stop wondering what that decision is. Maybe it's something small, like choosing to reply or to stay a little longer. Or maybe it's something bigger, something that decides the course of everything between us. Whatever it is, I just hope you don't let fear make that choice for you. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that love doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It creates one. And I think maybe that's what's happening right now. Maybe this moment, you reading this, your heart beating faster, is exactly what was meant to happen. Maybe this is the moment the psychic was talking about. You know, when they looked into your future, their eyes softened, like they were seeing something beautiful. They said her path isn't easy, but it's divine. And someone is walking that path with her, even if she doesn't realize it yet. I wanted to ask, who? But deep down, I already knew. I knew it was me. And maybe you felt it too, that invisible thread, pulling us closer no matter how far we are. You've probably tried to ignore it, right? Try to convince yourself it's just imagination. But tell me, why do you still feel it every time I speak? Why does your heart respond before your mind can even think? That's not imagination. That's something stronger, something real. It's like our souls already knew each other long before we met. And maybe that's why everything feels so familiar between us. Like we're just remembering something we once lost. The psychic told me one last thing before I left. They said, she'll pretend she's fine, but deep down she's waiting for a sign that it's safe to believe again. That's when I realized, maybe I'm that sign. Maybe that's why I was meant to find you, to remind you that you still deserve something real, that your heart still matters, that your story isn't over yet. So tell me, what if everything you're going through right now, all the confusion, all the strange coincidences, is preparing you for something extraordinary? What if the reason you've been feeling this pull, this strange mix of fear and hope, is because something beautiful is about to begin? I can't explain it, but I feel it too. It's like the universe is whispering, don't give up yet, you're almost there. You know, sometimes I wonder if the psychic saw the same thing I feel whenever I think about you. That warmth that spreads through me, even in silence. They said your energy lights up everything around you. And I swear, that's true. You have no idea how your presence changes everything. You make ordinary moments feel alive. Even your silence speaks louder than words. And maybe that's what scares me, how deeply I feel this, how real it all is. Because what if they were right? What if everything they saw is already happening, right now, between you and me? What if this connection isn't just random? What if it's destiny trying to tell us something before it's too late? I need you to listen closely now, because this part matters. The psychic said, before the end of this month, she'll face something that will test her faith in herself and in love. Tell her not to run. Tell her to stay. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what that means exactly. But if you ever feel like everything is falling apart, promise me you'll stay strong. Promise me you won't let fear take over. Because something tells me, whatever is about to happen, it's going to reveal the truth we've both been avoiding. Maybe the truth that we were never strangers. Maybe the truth that what we feel isn't just connection, it's something timeless. You probably don't realize how much power you hold. The psychic said your energy can change the course of someone's life. And maybe that's already true, because it's already changed mine. I don't even remember who I was before you. You've become that quiet voice that keeps me grounded, even when everything else feels uncertain. And if you ever wonder whether I really mean this, whether these words are just empty, I want you to know I've never spoken with more honesty in my life. You've been on my mind every single day since that moment. Not because of what the psychic said, but because of what I felt when they said it. That unshakable feeling that somehow you were meant to hear this. So now I need to ask you something. Something I've been afraid to say out loud. What if all of this is leading to the moment we finally stop questioning and just trust what we feel? What if the universe is setting everything in motion? Every word, every silence, every heartbeat, just to bring us closer. I don't know what's coming next, but I do know this. I'm not letting go. Not after everything that's been said. Not after everything I've felt. And maybe, just maybe, when that moment comes, the one the psychic warned about, you'll remember these words. You'll remember that someone believed in you, even when you couldn't. Because no matter what happens next, my heart already knows the truth. It's you. It's always been you. And something tells me the universe knows it too. I haven't slept properly since that night. Every time I close my eyes, I see your face, not clearly, but in flashes. Sometimes it's your eyes, sometimes your smile, and sometimes just that calm energy I can feel even through silence. The psychic's words still echo in my head, especially that last part. Tell her not to run. Tell her to stay. It haunts me not in a dark way, but in a way that makes me feel like time is moving faster than it should. Like something important is coming, and if I blink for too long, I might miss it. You have no idea how many times I've wanted to reach out and just ask you directly, what did you feel when you heard this? Did your heart skip the same way mine did? But I stop myself, not because I'm afraid of your answer, but because I already know you felt it too. I could see it in your silence. You didn't have to say a word. I could feel it between every pause, every breath, that unspoken understanding. It's what keeps pulling us back, no matter how far life tries to push us apart. The psychic said your soul was waiting for something. It already knows. I didn't understand it at first, but now I think I do. Maybe you've been searching for something your whole life, not realizing it wasn't a place, or a dream, or even a person. It was recognition. That deep, quiet knowing when someone finally sees you. Not just how you look, but who you are. And maybe, just maybe, that's what you felt when you heard my voice for the first time. That strange sense of peace, mixed with confusion. Like your heart said, it's him, before your mind even caught up. I've been trying to make sense of everything since then. Why now? Why us? Why did the psychic choose to speak that day? out of all days? And why did every word seem to align perfectly with everything I've been feeling about you? Like it was written long before either of us existed. Sometimes I wonder if fate is trying to remind us that some connections don't need logic. They just are. They happen because they were meant to. You know what's strange? The night after that reading, my phone lit up at exactly 11:11, and there was your name on my screen. I didn't even know why you messaged me or what you wanted to say, but that timing, that number, it felt like a sign. I stared at your message for minutes before opening it, and even though it was something simple, something ordinary, it didn't feel ordinary because it came from you. And everything that comes from you carries meaning. That night, I sat by my window, watching the sky. The psychic said something about the stars, how when two souls are connected, they mirror each other's light, even when they're far apart. I remember looking up and whispering your name under my breath, and I swear I saw a shooting star right at that moment. You might laugh at that, but to me, it felt like confirmation, like the universe was quietly saying, yes, she's the one. Do you ever feel it too? That strange warmth out of nowhere, the kind that wraps around you like someone invisible. Just thought about you, because every time that happens to me, I know it's you. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of something completely ordinary, editing, driving, working, and suddenly I'll feel it. That quiet wave of calm, and I'll just smile to myself because I know, without even asking, that you're thinking of me at the same time. The psychic told me your heart has been through battles you never talk about. They said you've learned how to hide your pain behind strength, how to smile even when it hurts. And maybe that's what makes you so extraordinary. You don't even realize how much light you carry, even after everything. But I do. I see it every time you speak, every time your voice trembles but you keep going. That's why I can't stop caring, because I know what kind of soul you have. One that doesn't give up, one that still believes in love, even when the world tells it not to. But there's something I didn't tell you yet. Something the psychic whispered just before I left. They said, when the clock strikes midnight on the 31st, the truth will reveal itself, and nothing will ever be the same. At first, I thought it was just another mysterious line, but now it's starting to feel real. The closer we get to the end of October, the more I can feel something shifting. You can feel it too, can't you? The way everything feels heavier, more meaningful, like something big is about to unfold. Maybe the truth they were talking about isn't something external. Maybe it's something within us. Maybe it's that unspoken realization that we both already know what this connection means, but we've been too scared to admit it. Because the moment we do, everything will change. We'll no longer be two souls trying to figure out what we are. We'll know. And that kind of knowing, it's powerful, it's irreversible. You once told me you're afraid of losing people, of giving too much and ending up with nothing. I get that. I felt that too. But this what we have, it's different. Because no matter how much time passes or how far life takes us, this connection doesn't fade. It doesn't depend on presents or promises. It just exists. And maybe that's the kind of love the psychic saw, the kind that doesn't need proof, only faith. Do you want to know what I think? I think the psychic saw the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another. And that new beginning, it starts with you. Not with what you do or who you try to be, but with you finally believing that you are enough exactly as you are. Because when you start seeing yourself the way I see you, strong, kind, brave, beautiful, that's when everything changes. You've always had this quiet power to heal without realizing it. Even your silence has a way of bringing peace. That's why I can't stop talking to you. Because your presence feels like home, and no matter how many people I meet, no one else has that effect. You're the calm after every storm, the voice that stays even when everything else fades away. I know there's something you're holding back, something you're scared to say. Maybe you think if you speak it out loud, it'll ruin everything. But I want you to know something. Nothing you say could ever make me see you differently, because I don't love you for what's perfect about you. I love you for what's real, for the way you try, the way you care, the way you keep showing up even when you're tired. So when that day comes, the one the psychic spoke about, and the truth finally shows itself, promise me one thing. Don't run, don't shut down, just breathe and stay. Because whatever that truth is, I know it's not here to hurt us. It's here to reveal what we've both been afraid to admit, that maybe, just maybe, we were never meant to live separate stories. And if you're wondering whether I'm ready for whatever's coming, I am. I've never been more sure of anything, because no matter what happens next, I know one thing for sure: my heart found you for a reason. And that reason is still unfolding. Every night, before I fall asleep, I whisper the same words. If she's out there thinking of me, let her feel this too. And maybe, at some point, tonight, when you pause and feel that sudden wave of peace, you'll know it's me. You'll know this connection is still alive, still burning quietly in the background of everything we do. So, if you ever doubt what we are, just remember this moment, right here, right now, because it's not coincidence that you're hearing this. The universe brought you here for a reason. The same reason it brought me to that psychic, the same reason we keep finding each other in different ways. Something big is coming. I can feel it. And when it does, I just hope you'll be ready to believe. Not in fate, not in destiny, but in us. Because whatever the psychic saw, whatever they meant by the truth, I think it's already begun. And it starts with you. I don't even know how to begin this part, because everything feels heavier now, closer, more real. The psychic's words have been circling in my mind every day. When the clock strikes midnight on the 31st, the truth will reveal itself. And now, that moment is almost here. The air feels different. The silence feels alive. And somehow I know you can feel it too. I keep replaying everything we've shared. The words, the pauses, the feelings we never said out loud, but both understood. You've been on my mind more than ever lately. It's like the universe is quietly reminding me, don't lose her, not this time. And maybe that's what all of this was leading to. Not some mysterious event, but a realization that you were always the message I was meant to receive. You know, I think the truth the psychic saw wasn't about something outside of us. It was about you and me. It was about finally understanding why every moment, every strange coincidence, every unexplainable pull kept bringing us back here. It was always leading to this exact point, right now, where I can finally say what I've been holding inside all along. You've changed me without even trying. You've reached places in me that no one else ever could. You made me believe again. In connection, in softness, in the kind of love that doesn't need to be forced. Every time you speak, I feel peace. Every time you fall silent, I feel your absence. And maybe that's the truth. The psychic meant that you and I were never strangers meeting by chance. We were two stories meant to align when the time was right. And now, that time has come. It's almost midnight. The end of October. The moment everything changes. I don't know what's going to happen next. Maybe nothing visible. Maybe everything invisible. But I know this. Something in both of us will shift forever. If you're listening right now, promise me one thing. Stay open. Don't let fear close your heart when you feel it happen. Because when that energy moves through you, when it all suddenly makes sense, I want you to remember this. It's not the world changing around you, it's you. You're stepping into the moment you were always meant for, the one where you stop doubting, stop running, and finally understand that what you've been feeling all this time was real. And if you feel that sudden rush, that warmth in your chest, that quiet knowing that you're not alone, that's me, that's my heart, reaching out to yours, whispering softly, you were never imagining it. I've been here all along. So whatever happens next, just stay. Don't run. Don't question. Just feel it. Because this right here, right now, is where everything truly begins.